Well, today's the day that I would have been in Turkey, Ephesus, over in the Mediterranean. That was the plan, but that's not how it worked out. I fell victim to the cancellation of the inaugural cruise on the Sun Princess. Would have been day 7 of that cruise. I would have been just a few more days from returning to Barcelona, where the next set of happy cruisers get on and try out the Sun Princess. Well, this ain't a good day for those people either. We're getting a mixed message about the Sun Princess coming out today. A little good and a lot of bad. Plus, Carnival Cruise Line. After a 5-year drought, they've done something that, well, we maybe thought they were going to do. And now there's some mystery that has to be solved. That plus, we have another cruise line partnering with Orca. Partnering with Orca one more time. Cruise news and my views. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Lido, Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views for your face. For your face on the day of love. Valentine's Day. This is a Wednesday the 14th of February, 2024. And love is in the air. Look, on my way to work, I saw couples being shot with Cupid's arrow and falling in love. I think I witnessed 3 marriages on the way in. I don't know. Maybe that was just in my own fantasy world. But happy Valentine's Day, everybody out there. Okay, this isn't a love story I've got to tell you about the Sun Princess, but I do have to tell you something exciting. Princess Cruise Lines has taken ownership of the Sun Princess. Yay! This is something that is necessary so that cruises can begin. And on the heels of that wonderful announcement coming from the shipyard, there's a second announcement saying that the ship still needs to stay by the shipyard for a little bit longer. Hence, therefore, and ergo, they're canceling the next cruise of the Sun Princess that was set to start just a few days from now, 4 days from now, on the 18th of February. Look, it is what it is. I mean, think about this. This is a whole new class of cruise ships for Princess. They've got to get it right. And again, there's probably a lot of new nuance that they're running into as they're trying to finish up this cruise ship. 175,500 ton cruise ship, 4,500 guests. And again, big divergent for Princess. In a statement from the folks at Princess, they said that the ship, even though they've taken ownership, does need to remain alongside in the shipyard to continue to finish up technical aspects of the ship. And now the first sailing of that cruise ship will happen 10 days from the 18th on the 28th of February. Fingers crossed. It's disappointing. It's reinforcing. Don't ever pay for an inaugural cruise. I know we all like to be early adopters and be there first, but yeah, it's just a reminder that you're risking it for the biscuit when you book an inaugural. Sometimes the ship's ready to go, and sometimes she is not. Of course, the people are getting compensated for the cancellation, all that kind of thing. But yeah, we continue to wait for Sun Princess to make her debut. Cruise news story number 2, a cool announcement coming out from Ambassador Cruise Line that they're going to continue their partnership again this year with Orca. This is an organization, the Ocean Research and Conservation Association. Says on their website that they endeavor to protect and restore aquatic ecosystems and the species they sustain through the development of innovative technologies, science-based conservation action, and community education and outreach. Ambassador's partnership with Orca will result in 23 sailings in 2024 and 2025. This will be 585 days at sea. And what they do is they put these Orca conservationists on board with the passengers, and they provide these whole enrichment programs. In addition to the onboard enrichment, they will also be doing itineraries that provide a lot of opportunities to see different species of animals in their natural habitat. This sounds really cool. If you're somebody that's into that kind of thing, what do you think? Are you into that kind of thing? Is this the kind of cruise that you'd like to take? Leave a comment below. Now, what's been interesting to watch since the return of cruising is one cruise line really go heavy on building new cruise ships. Royal Caribbean Group and Royal Caribbean International, and another cruise line and cruise organization not going heavy on building ships, Carnival Cruise Line and Carnival Corporation. Now, Carnival Corporation, they've had a couple ships in play. The Sun Princess that we were talking about falls under that umbrella. But dig this, the flagship brand for Carnival Corporation, Carnival Cruise Line, the last time they ordered a new cruise ship was 5 years ago. They ordered a new cruise ship before the shutdown, and that cruise ship has been delivered. That's the third XL class cruise ship, the Carnival Jubilee. We've heard speculation coming out of the Meyerwerf shipyard that there are new mega ships on order. And now today we have confirmation coming from Carnival Cruise Line that one of the ships that were being talked about by the Meyerwerf shipyard is a brand new XL class cruise ship for Carnival Cruise Line coming out in 2027. Now, this new cruise ship will be a sister ship to the Jubilee, the Mardi Gras, and the Celebration. It should be designed and delivered in very much the same way as those were. 180,000 ton cruise ship, capacity of 6,400 plus guests. It will be another LNG cruise ship powered by liquefied natural gas. And yeah, I think it will be very similar to what we've seen with the other 3 ships in the XL class. And it does beg the question, why the change? I mean, Carnival has been holding on to this idea that it's really important to pay down the debt and maybe hold off on building new cruise ships. Well, look, they're up against the wall. The Carnival cruise fleet, I think, is already 70 or 80% sold out for 2024. And if you don't get some more inventory into your fleet, you're going to lose out on money in the long term. And so, yeah, the time is now. Of course, there's still a massive amount of debt to pay down. But yeah, you can't run out of inventory, especially when the demand for cruising is hot. Other cruise lines are going to come along and snatch those people that want to cruise if you don't have any spot for them. So it's time to build new cruise ships. But what about the name? What about the name? I've got a guess. And I want to share my guess with you with some proof. But before I do that, let me quickly invite you to subscribe. If you like staying up to date with everything going on in cruising, it's a Valentine. I'm trying. It's a heart. Cruising. Please consider subscribing, notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of these episodes and we can all be each other's Valentine. Thank you in advance. Now to the name. I got to guess at what the name will be, and I've got some proof to show you. Let's take a look at this. I am on the Wikipedia page for Carnival Cruise Line, and I'm down at the bottom where it says former fleet. So what we've seen with the previous XL class cruise ships is that they've reused names from previous cruise ships. And so maybe there's a clue in here as to what the name of this new 4th XL class cruise ship would be. I've looked at the list a little bit. I already have a favorite, but so here at the very top of Mardi Gras, they've already used Mardi Gras. Carnivale, they haven't used that. Festivale, I don't really like the way both of those are. Tropicale, I don't like the way the ale sounds, but maybe they'll bring those back. Of course, the Jubilee is back. The Celebration is back. The Holiday, Carnival Holiday, that's got an interesting ring. And then we get to the fantasy class that doesn't exist anymore. Well, the Elation's still there, the Carnival Paradise, but we've lost some great ships here. The Carnival Fantasy, the Fascination, the Imagination, the Inspiration, the Sensation, and the Ecstasy. And while as much as I would like to see them use the Carnival Fantasy, I think it's probably going to be, it might be one of those Festivales or Carnivale, Tropicale. I think Holiday out of all of that mess rings better than, and I think it fits well with Jubilee, Celebration, and Mardi Gras. Holiday, I don't know. What do you think if they're going to reuse one of these former ship names? What do you think it should be? Maybe a more interesting question is, where do you hope it sails from? We got people out on the West Coast going, bring one of these XL class ships out here. I think they should put it in Tampa. Now, they couldn't get it under the bridge to go anywhere, but it would be cool. I don't know how they would get it under the bridge to get it to Tampa. Okay, maybe Tampa's a bust, but what should be the home port for the new Carnival Holiday? That might be my guess. I don't know. Leave a comment below. Boom, that's your cruise news. Hope you guys are having an awesome Wednesday. Hope you're having a great Valentine's Day. Tony for Lido. Loca. Till the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye. Cruise news.